Okay, we are back, and we left it last time just at the point where we were checking our answers from the first part of the application, and Dr. Big E Langston's answers are all present and correct. But again, if you've made a mistake, you can press change if, I don't know, you realised you have actually supported terrorist activity or something. Anyway, but that's all good. Continue. Now, the next question is about documents that you have held, and these basically asking for kind of evidence that you can send in with your application. The ones that you are likely or possibly can have, you can have a leave to remain status letter, which is the letter you receive after you get refugee status, and you might have current or expired Home Office travel documents. And if you click that, you would be asked to put your travel document number in, which is in the top right of the travel document. However, you can, if you've had none of these or you can't find any of these, you can simply say, I have never held any of these documents. Save and continue. Now, here is the mandatory documents. This is what you will need to provide with your application. So, 2 passport photos. Yeah, you will need that. So, yes, and save and continue. Check your answers again. Continue. And the email verification is incomplete because I have not verified the email. If I go to my inbox, these are the only emails I've ever got because I'm a very lonely man. If you go to one that says UK visa application, verify your email address, and this thing that says verify email, click that. Then you will become to this page and you will enter your password there that you put in at the start of the application. And email address has been successfully verified. Excellent, we can continue. Here is the declaration, which you will need to, obviously you need to read and click that you confirm that I am the applicant. And yeah, I am Big E Langston. I accept that. And here is the worst part. You have to confirm the application fee. It will cost £75 for each travel document or £49 if you are a child. So for Dr. Big E Langston, it's £75. Save and continue. Now, your payment provider. So, what payment card are you going to be using? It doesn't need to be your card. It could be a friend's. It could be anything. But if you look at your card now, here, like this isn't my card. This is my friend Timon Lannister, and his card is a Visa. So, Visa. And now we're going to continue to World Pay. So here we go. Now, so put in the card number, which is 42476 so 2477960 54183927 54183927. Cardholder's name is actually not B. Langston, it is Tywin Lannister. Now, the expiry date, here it is 0328. And then it will ask for the security code. Security code is, if you look at the back of your card, it'll be the last 3 or sometimes 4 numbers in the signature strip. So in this case, it is 123. So security code 123, not 4, 3. And then after you've done that, you can click make. After you've made the payment, you shall be whisked to a page saying your payment is successful. Obviously, I haven't paid any money because Big E Langston he don't do that. He don't play that. But you'll get a payment successful page like this. We should be able to print, and then here is the probably the most important part is the final tasks, because this is how you will send your evidence to get your travel document application finalized. So you click save and continue to final tasks, you will get to this page here that'll say what to do next, application for travel documents. You'll need to download and print supporting documents checklist, so download that and then print it, and also download and print a copy of your application form. So click download there and then print it. First, let's go to the supporting documents checklist. So this is the first thing to do, and this will look like this, and it will have a list of all the things that you need to send in. So 2 passport photos and a passport photo and a declaration signed by a professional person. Now, so you tick those, and then once you open this and you click on the word declaration, you will receive this piece of paper. And this is for the person who signs the back of your photo to verify that, yes, that looks like you. They will need to fill out this page with their details. This can be filled out at MRSN if you want, well, if you're open. But there are other people who will be able to sign your photos, such as a doctor, a solicitor, a teacher, someone from your mosque, church, or other religious place, an accountant, a bank manager, a social worker. But yes, whoever signs the back of your photos also needs to sign this piece of paper. And also on the checklist, on the end of the checklist, it says the signature required to give them just to sign your travel document. So put your signature in there, as Mr. Blobby has done there. Then the last thing you need to do is print off a copy of your application form, which will look like this, and it will be 2 or 3 pages of just all the answers you've given, and that was for some reason, even though you've done it online, they still need to see the paper copy. So print that off, fill it in, and then here is the address to send it to. And what you'll be sending is the printed off copy of your application form, your checklist, which needs to be ticked and signed. If you'd said you're going to send any more documents, like your travel documents or your world travel documents or your leave to remain status letter, you also need to send that. You need to send 2 passport photos, including 1 passport photo that is signed by a professional person, which could be done by someone at MRSN if we're open. And that all needs to be sent by recorded delivery, so then you know when it's been sent and when it's been received, to this address here, the longest address in the world, travel document section, brackets SD, UK visas and immigration, 10th floor, Luna House, 40 Wellesley Road, Croydon, CR9 2BY. And you'll send that application form, and in normal circumstances, your travel document should arrive in 3 months. And I hope that this video was simple enough. Obviously, there are slightly different rules if you are applying for a child, and very different rules if you're applying as someone who doesn't have refugee status. If there are any questions, you can come and talk to us at MRSN. You can send an email to alex, ALEX, at mrsn.org.uk. And I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I will speak to you very soon. Bye.